Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 20th of March. It is 20 to 6. Heading home and yeah, what a week, really. I mean, it's been a bit crazy for the past few weeks, to be honest, but yeah, this week has just been completely nuts. Obviously, there's the whole Steam blockchain thing going on. Look at these lights, have lasted a long time. With the continued struggle against the Tron takeover, which has led to the formation of a brand new chain. Oh, look now. See, it's policemen. Pause while the policeman is following us now, which means he's changed lanes. It's rather suspicious. I'm going to keep an eye on what he's up to. So yeah, the blockchain has now split. It's forked into the original Steam blockchain, and now we've got Hive.blog and Peak D, I believe it is, for the equivalent of Steam Peak. So yeah, it's all happened.
Warning, K-band,
which is rather exciting. So my main witness is now running on the new Hive blockchain. And the backup witness has now moved, well, it's moved over to my main one, but for Steam for the short term. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, really. Obviously we've now got two chains, two tokens duplicated. Not really sure what's going to happen with the exchanges about that or anything. All to be seen, really. So yeah, but I'm not seeing Mr. Nellis. Mr. Nellis has sent me loads of messages, none of them actually being his words of wisdom, which isn't very useful, really. So I'm wondering if he's going to eventually there's cars everywhere. God, he's going to love me because I've got 1,000,001 parcels, and he's like got loads of people as well. I've got an absolute carload, and I don't think he's going to be too happy about it, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I don't think Mr. Nellis has sent me any words, so I don't know about that either. So I'm going to get rid of these parcels, and then once that's done, I'm going to have a chat about oh, of course, coronavirus. Yeah, and the impact that's been having this week. So, right, catch you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I've filled up the petrol station with parcels. It's not very happy because they didn't come this morning, apparently. They're behind, so he's already got a backlog. We're running out of room. So I hope that they come tonight to pick them up. But we'll see. So Mr. Nellis has done his words of wisdom for me. So Mr. Nellis says, my things to talk about on your vlog. Me as I've been watching Thunderbird starring Ben Kingsley. Very good, like a bit of Thunderbird to me. Me as I've been to Roundhay Park and the National Media Museum to see a new exhibition called The Forgotten Snowman on Monday. I'm surprised it was open, actually. Do you get far too busy to watch Darren Gator's reviews? Yes, I've not got a chance to do any of those, unfortunately. Do you like Terminator films? Yes, I do. In fact, I watched the newest one, which was quite good. Do you like George Urza? I've no idea because I've never met him. Are you a Elvis Presley person, as I am? Well, a bit of Elvis. I don't mind a bit of Elvis, to be honest, Richard. Not adverse to it. So, let's extract ourselves. And head off home. So, coronavirus, yes, it's gripping the world. And obviously causing plenty of mayhem along with it. So, in the UK, all week we've been having announcements by the Prime Minister. On Monday night he announced that people should stop going to coffee shops, cafes, restaurants, any places where there's gathering a large amounts of people to try and reduce the amount that coronavirus is spread. But he didn't actually tell any of those places to close. He just said that people should stop going to them and they would just stay open and be empty and a bit bored. So that obviously upset a lot of people in the hospitality industry because they weren't officially told to close. Because of that, they couldn't get any sort of compensation for the fact that they're losing business. And effectively they'd be open but with no one going, and they were still having to pay wages and things. So that was all a bit of a pickle, to be perfectly honest. Most seem to have soldiered on and sort of got by with keeping distance between people or just doing takeout drinks. A lot of places, cafes have just gone to takeout instead. And then tonight, fun enough, just before I was leaving, he did another announcement that he has now officially said that all pubs, clubs, restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, everything of the like, cinemas and gyms, any sort of place where people congregate in large numbers are to shut from tonight onwards for the immediate future. So that's kind of like, well, they're all going to shut, and then also he's going to the Treasury, government Treasury is going to arrange to pay at least 80% of the wages of everyone involved in it. But it's kind of like, well, it doesn't really help me and people like me who supply cafes, restaurants, coffee shops, hotels, and won't have any business now because they're not going to buy anything because they're shut. So it's kind of like, where does our support come in? Because we're not going to shut, we're going to be keeping on working and trying to find people to sell stuff to, but we are going to have a massive drop in sales because the people are all closed, which is a bit potty. So I don't know how it's all going to pan out. Although ironically, this week it's been ridiculously busy. But like every day, it's been taking 40 odd parcels into the Hermes drop, along with all the stuff that we've been sending out in carrier. Had loads of coffee orders for domestic side. So I think people are kind of like now stocking up. Just like they've gone mad panic buying in supermarkets, they're stocking up on coffee, green coffee and whatever else while they can. I suppose in a way in case we shut, which I'm hopefully not going to. But because that's the other side of it, if anyone does catch the virus, then they won't be coming in to work. And obviously, it'd be even bigger pickle if I caught it, because then there'd be no one to roast the coffee, which would be very, very awkward. So consequently, I'm definitely social distancing myself from absolutely everyone and anything possible. And schools have shut today as well. So schools are now shut for an extended period for who knows how long. So it's all, like I say, it's been a roller coaster of a week, and it is that sort of thing. Well, you know, what am I? You know, well, I suppose I'll have to look into if there's any sort of compensation or comeback for suppliers of the industries that are closed, because, you know, realistically, it's crippling for people if they've got, you know, a drastic drop in income, as it could well be. You know, people will just stop buying from me because they're shut, and what am I supposed to do with all the stock I bought in, expecting to supply them? It's just going to be sat there doing nothing. So it's a massive snowball effect. So realistically, I don't know what will happen. I think we'll just sort of have to carry on, soldier on, as it were. But yeah, I'm going to be definitely looking at seeing, you know, what's being put in place as far as, you know, protecting my business. Yeah. Oh, two of it is going that way. Fine, we'll do that. It is a funny roundabout, that one. So yes, and see what happens. Don't really know at the moment, but so yeah, it's just been like a massive perfect storm of crazy things happening, all with the Steam blockchain going separate and all that drama and everything going on with that, and then work, this virus and everyone panicking, and it's sort of like, yeah, what's going to happen? Who knows? So, other than that, watched a good film. I think it was last weekend. Which was Spencer Confidential with Mark Wahlberg in, and quite a sort of star-studded cast actually. And that was pretty awesome. It's quite a funny film of an ex-cop who gets locked up for beating up his commander, and then when he's released ends up investigating into some dodgy dealings by police, funnily enough, even though he's an ex-policeman. So yeah, that was pretty good. Other than that, not really had a chance to watch anything else, but I've not really done a huge amount. I've done a few posts on Steam. Obviously did the vlog. Oh, hey, look, Mr. Ellis is going to be doing his little dances for me for the vlog. He's been very upset that he's been missing out on being the focus of the end of the vlog is Ellis and his amazing dancing. Is he going to floss or something for us? I don't even know what flossing is, but also it was something to do with your teeth. But was it? He's climbing a pole. I'm not sure. It was pole dancing, and now he's fallen over. Right. Have a good weekend, a week next week. And I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.